Diana. My name is Evelina Spark and I am one of the members here at the Swedish Embassy in Vilnius, Lithuania. With me I have Tommy Pall, that's the game guru of the Swedish company King.com, that among others have developed the hugely successful mobile device game Candy Crush Saga. Tommy's here is one of the guest speakers at App Camp 2013. App Camp is one of the biggest events in the Nordics and the Baltics where creating prototypes for mobile devices, and is held here in Vilnius 27 to 29th of September. So Tommy, welcome to Vilnius and us here at the embassy.
Thank you.
So, explain for me. I'm one of those people that only read books when I'm sitting on the bus or waiting for the train. Why should I switch my book to play one of those mobile device games?
Well, I don't think you should stop reading books. I think that's an excellent hobby. But with many of the smartphone games today, they are very easily accessible, and you can download them for free. And they are a very nice complement to other entertainment forms. So they're excellent when you have long flights or waiting in a line. You can pick them up very quickly and then have fun. Even a short period of time, like 30 seconds, can be fun and rewarding kind of in the long term. With King's games such as Candy Crush, they also have a social component where you kind of interact with your friends a little bit, so you can send them a message on them giving you a new life, or pester them because you beat their score on a certain level or something like that. So it has a social component to it that I think many people like.
Okay, maybe more social than a book then. What are the reasons that a Swedish company like King.com have gained such huge international success?
Well, King is not only a Swedish company, I just have to, and we're not called King.com anymore.
Okay.
We're just called King. But I think in Sweden we're generally very good at making games, and we have several very successful game companies and a lot of great games that come out of Sweden. There are many reasons for that, of course. One of the reasons I think is due to Carl Bildt and Hem-PC-paketet, the computer that you could get at home if you were working through your company for a cheaper price. And that led to that many people during the 90s had access to really great computers to play game, and young people got the interest of playing video games, and also some of them learned to develop and get that interest of making them themselves.
Okay. So how do you find and select a concept for a game? I mean, your company hasn't only developed Candy Crush Saga, you have other success stories also. So is there a secret recipe?
Yes, with King there is a secret recipe that we use to make games. We have our portal King.com where we have a lot of active players who come there and try our games. And currently we have 12 million people coming there. And we, with very small teams, just 2 to 3 people, much like App Camp here, we developed something within a very short period of time, and we test it there. So we test the core mechanic of a game. So in the case of Candy Crush, the match 3 game, that is the essence of the gameplay, and we can tweak that, and if we see that that's successful, we can bring it onwards to Facebook and mobile.
So do you test those games inside the office, among your members, or
Well,
do you keep it outside the company?
Yeah, so we test them on King.com, so anyone can log in to King, and you can play a lot of different games for free. We currently have more than 150 games there, and we add about 15 new games per year, where we try them, see if they work, and if they do, we add this, all the hundreds of levels and this progression where you see where your friends are in the maps and everything.
Okay. So what is the most essential thing today if you want to get started in this program business?
If you want to become an app developer or a games developer, you should learn how to develop games yourself. I think there's many excellent tools today, and that's a really great thing. So a single individual can do really awesome things with everything ranging from animations, sounds, music, programming, art. It's much easier to do this. 20 years ago, you needed to be a lot of specialized people, and now it's easier to do that, at least. So I would recommend anyone to get their
The creativity.
get their feet dirty and
So you
try
can actually start at home with your own computer and an internet access then. And
yeah, absolutely. So I have a daughter who is 8, and I'm learning her programming language called Scratch, that is especially made for kids to make their own games and small animations, and that's a lot of fun to play on.
Okay. So now you're here in Vilnius. Do you think there's a difference how you work in the Baltics compared with Sweden, or is this programming business possible to take all over the world?
Well, I think that one of the advantages that we have in Sweden is that we're a small country with that needs to reach out to gain scalability, because our home market is not big enough, and that's the same thing here. Basically, you have a very small country where you need to think about internationalization from day one. It's not enough to do something that is good for your local community that will probably not scale to become profitable, but you have to think international concepts and assuming that people learn English here early on too. This is my first time here, so
Yeah.
I shouldn't say too much about it.
Yeah. So that was actually our final question. So we here at the embassy wish you a continued pleasant stay here in Vilnius.